Hi guys, my name is Becca. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am here with another weekly reading check-in that I am just failing at so much. This month has just been pretty much a shit show of a month. I just haven't been in the mood to film. I have videos to film. I have 3 months of wrap-ups to make. I hate myself so much for that. But here we are. And I'm like, I have to film. I didn't film a check-in last week because I just wasn't feeling it. And, it's the end of the month. Like, literally today and tomorrow is the last 2 days of October, and I'm just, I don't know. So, I have to make my November TBR. So, like, that, like here, why can't I move my hand? That's some of the books for that. I still have to make wrap-ups. Like, oh my god, you guys know how much I hate doing wrap-ups. And I've been putting them off for 3 months. I think, yeah, I have still August, September, and now October. So I think I'm just gonna make them easier on myself. We'll see. We'll see how I do it. But yeah. Hi, how are you all doing? I feel like it's been forever, even though I only skipped a week, but I still feel like it's been forever. This month has just been meh. By the way, with what happened a couple weeks back, there was a COVID scare at my, at my place of business, at my work. Why can't I talk? But, like, someone tested positive for COVID. Actually, 2 people tested positive for COVID. I got tested, my brothers got tested, we all tested negative, we're all fine. I'm back at work now, everything is good, so there's that. So yeah, that's out of the way. So I think that was just, I got tested last week, and I think that was just the reason why I, took a break again, after just coming back from a break. Yeah. Okay, so, really, what I've been doing this month, I have been reading. I just don't feel like I have because I still see books on my TBR that are just not read yet. I made my entire October TBR. I wanted to make it like thrillery, scary kind of books. I haven't read a single freaking horror book. I have 2 back there that I still need to read, but I'm not going to. So we'll talk about that in November. But yeah, like Slayer Fest, that whole readathon that I was like really excited for because it's a Buffy themed readathon. I didn't finish it. I'm not completing it. It's not happening. I just have like 4 books I think left on there, and there's no way I'm gonna read all 4 of them. And I still have books that I'm still currently in the middle of, so yeah, it's just not happening this month. It's fine. Next month is another readathon. It's Believe-a-thon, and to be completely honest, I don't think I'm going to be able to do that. There's just so many other books that I want to read, and I'm not going to make a whole TBR based on something I just don't want to read right now. So there's that. I swear, this is... There we go. So yeah. I would love to participate in Believe-a-thon. I love supporting Gav, from How to Train Your Gavin. He's just an amazing person and booktuber, and I love him, and I love his channel, and I want to participate, but I don't really have any middle grades to read, and then like the one middle grade I would love to read. Actually, no, there are 3 actually. So if I did end up getting those, I could participate, but I just have so many other books I want to read, so it's not happening. But yeah, there's that. But other than semi-reading and a little working, I've been playing Among Us a lot. I've been watching YouTubers play Among Us a lot. Like right now on my TV is a live stream that Corpse has for Among Us that he just posted yesterday. So, yeah. There's that. That's all I've been doing, that and Final Fantasy. I finally charged my Switch. Do you guys even remember that I got a Switch a few months back and never really touched it? I'm charging it. I'm trying to, like, play it. The problem is that I just have other things I want to play. So it's not happening right now. But it's fine. It's fine. Okay, so yeah, we could just get into the books. I haven't watched anything. I wanted to watch Haunting of Bly Manor. Maybe I'll watch an episode or two tonight before bed. I have to work all day tomorrow, so love it. Okay, yeah, so books. I had to, like, really look back at what I was reading the last time I did the check-in, which was 2 weeks ago. So I don't remember anything, but it's fine. I did finish One Night with the Duke by Erica Ridley. I ended up giving this 4 stars. I really love the relationship between these two, Jonathan and Angelica, right? Yes. Jonathan is just wholesome and pure, and I love him. And Angelica is just determined and strong and independent, and I love her. And it was great. I really love that relationship and that romance, and I give it 4 stars. That's the 10th book in the 12 Dukes of Christmas series, by the way. So there's only a couple books left, and that's it. I did finish Skip Beat volumes 10, 11, and 12 by Yoshiki Nakamura. I absolutely love this series. I've talked about this a lot. I gave this 5 stars. This is when Ren and Kyoko actually work together on a TV show. It's really the first time that they're really working together, like, in a acting wise and not, you know, anything else. And Ren is having a hard time, and Kyoko is actually, like, at first she's having a hard time, but she starts to get it. Ren, though, takes a while, and that's the first time that that's ever really happened, and there's reasoning behind it. But yeah, I just absolutely love the series, and I don't have the next, like, installment, like, I don't have the next one to pick up, but I did order 2 more, so I ordered them today, so they'll be coming early in November, so I'll be able to start the next Skip Beat when that happens. And then I know I was also listening to The Night Swim by Megan Golden. I gave this 4 stars, right? Yes, pretty sure. Yeah, I gave it 4 stars. I really enjoyed the audiobook. The narration was just really good. There's 2 narrators, one for Rachel and the other for, what's her name? Hannah, I think her name was. And there's a podcast element, which is just so good. I really, really enjoyed this. It's a true crime podcast book. Words. Why? Yeah, true crime podcast host covering a controversial trial finds herself drawn deep into a small town's dark past and brutal crime that took place 3 years before. So you get what happened, like, years back, through Hannah's perspective. Like, she's trying to get Rachel to find out what happened to her sister and to help her with that. And then we have Rachel hosting this podcast for a trial that's like, happening now, and it's a rape trial, so it's very controversial. But yeah, I really, really enjoyed this book. I gave it 4 stars because I wanted, like, something really scary and stuff that happened, which it's my fault. I knew this was true crime, and I knew it wasn't, like, haunting or anything like that, but I just wanted, like, some scary things to happen, and some, like, little bit of scary things happen in, like, towards the end. But yeah, it kept me going throughout the entire book. I was just very intrigued throughout the entirety of it, and I just very much enjoyed it. So this was a 4 star. Okay, let's see, what else was there? I read all of City of Brass that I didn't even talk about by S.A. Chakraborty. This is a reread, because I really want to start Kingdom of Copper, and now I just remembered why my TBR for November is going to be so huge. Okay, I'm telling myself that it's not that many books, like, it's fine, and then I think about the books I have to put on this TBR. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, City of Brass by S.A. Chakraborty, absolutely loved it. Again, still gave me a 5 stars. I love Nari and, what's it called? Dara. I couldn't think. Ali, I'm still like, I like him, but then I'm just like, I don't know how I'm going to feel about him in book 2. So yeah, there's a lot of things that I've forgotten, but some things I still remembered, and I'm very excited for book 2. So Kingdom of Copper is going to be pretty good. And then I also, from the library, have Empire of Gold. So probably will read that in December, I'm hoping. But yeah, 5 stars for City of Brass. Right? Yes. I had a feeling. I read Star Daughter by Shveta Thakur. God, I feel really bad when I butcher a name like that. This was my punishment book for the month of October. So every month now I'm doing it where if I don't finish all the books on like my main TBR, then I have to punish myself by choosing one of the lowest rated books on my to be read shelf on Goodreads. So I pick the top 5. So this was one of those, and I really wanted to read it, and I had just gotten it, so I was like, let's do it. I understand why it's the lowest rated. I gave this 3 stars. It was good, but like, it was fine. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't awful or anything. I was just like, I didn't love it. I didn't love it. This follows names. She is the daughter of a star and a human, and her mother, the star, has to go back to her world and leaves Sheetal behind with her father. And then Sheetal's powers start to become more apparent. Her hair starts to turn like silver, and she can't really control her powers, and she ends up burning her father really bad, and her father goes into like cardiac arrest or something like that, and the only way to heal him is to get the blood of a star, like a full-blooded star. So she has to go to the, where her mother is from, and find her mother and trying to get the blood for that. But once she ends up going into this world, she ends up becoming this champion of her mother's house, and she has to perform in this competition, and it's the only way she's going to be able to get the blood that she needs to save her father. So the whole competition thing, I was just like, really? I just got a text. And I just, like, I liked Sheetal fine. Like, Sheetal just needs the blood to save her father, and like, they just throw her into this competition. It's like, you're not getting the blood until you do this competition, and it's just like, oh, and then it's like, you have to win. And I'm like, really? This is supposed to be her family? Really? Okay. I'm just like, don't really like them. Sheetal has a best friend named Meenal, and Meenal comes with her, to this other world, and is there for Sheetal. And also then there's Sheetal's like love interest, her boyfriend, like kind of, it's complicated kind of thing, and he knows about her, and he comes from a family of star hunters, just something. And so yeah, it was fine. I feel really bad because I want to love it a lot, and I wanted to give this like 4 or 5 stars really bad, but I just couldn't find anything that just like, every time like I was reading it, I was kind of in it, but when I put it down, I just never felt like I really wanted to pick it back up again. And it was just because like I wasn't in love with anything. I was just like kind of going through it. Like, it was pretty much an easy read, and I wasn't like mad at anything, but I just wasn't like in love with anything. So yeah, 3 stars. Gorgeous cover. And like, I just wanted to love it. Like, I really wanted to love it. But yeah, this got 3 stars. Okay. I also read and finished Blood Truth by J.R. Ward. This is the 4th book in the Black Dagger Legacy series. This follows after the last Black Dagger Brotherhood book, which was The Thief, I think it was. Yeah, it was a thief. So this one follows Boone, who is like the last like character in the Legacy series that we have to follow, pretty much. At least the last of like the trainees. I I think there's another book called The Jackal, but I don't know who that one's supposed to follow because we've gotten all the trainees, so I don't know if we're just gonna get all of them again or something. I don't know. But we followed Boone and then Helania, possibly. But Boone's going through some stuff with his dad. His dad ends up dying, and Boone has to, deal with all of that. And there's like a slew of murders going around with these like female vampires end up dying in this club, and Boone and Butch end up investigating, and Boone ends up meeting Helania, who is the one calling in for these murders, like, trying to get help for all of these. And Boone ends up, falling for her and him, and it gets really complicated because she is a witness but also a suspect, and it's just like, like, okay. But I really very much enjoyed this book. I really actually like Boone. It's funny because throughout the entire series, I never really cared one way or the other about Boone. All the other ones, you get more of a sense of them throughout the books, but like Boone was just there. You never like really got a true sense of him in the other books, so it was like, okay, all right. But I actually really enjoyed him a lot. There were moments I don't feel like really got addressed about him though. Like there were things that happened that I just don't feel like got talked about enough, and I was just like, okay. But yeah, I gave this 4 stars. I actually really did enjoy this book, so I'm glad that I read that one. Alright, so I'm in the middle of 3 books. I'm going to finish all 3 of them either today or tomorrow. So let's go over that, and then that's pretty much it. So, alright. First up, I'm reading Death Doesn't Bargain by Sherilyn Kenyon. This is the second book in the Dead Man's Cross series. So this one follows Calder and Cameron, who we got to see in the first book, and got to kind of get a sense of both of them, like their feelings for each other in like the very end of the first book. And so like in this book, we kind of go like all out with them. Which I don't mind. I like Calder and Cameron together. Like I like Calder a lot. Which, okay, another thing, Calderon is the, like, a mermaid prince kind of thing. All I'm getting is, like, Aqualad vibes, and I think that's what she was going with. Like, I love the name Calderon. I really do, and I just thought it was great. So yeah, Calder and Cameron, they're great together. I have no issues with them, but I'm just like going, like, it's taken me a long time to get through. I think this has been almost a week. I'm almost done with it. Literally, I only have that much left. Like, I'm almost done, but I'm just not like loving it. This is probably going to be a 3-star. Probably. Like, when I'm in it, okay, like when Calder and Cameron, are like talking or together or anything, like I'm happy. But Ash just like popped in, so, and Savitar, so like I'm kind of liking it a lot more right now because Ash and Savitar are like talking, and I love that. But that's about it. Like, it's fine. It's good. It's gonna probably be like a 3-star. I can't tell you really what's going on because spoilers from the other one, but and then I'm also reading Prisoner of Night, which is a novella in the Black Dagger Brotherhood series. This is book 16.5, which, holy crap. I'm not loving it. I'm almost done. I literally think I have like 20, 30 pages left. I'm almost done. And, it's getting like a 2-star. I don't know what's going on. I don't care what's going on. Like, it's characters that I don't know, which is the thing about this novella thing, with like her doing novellas about people that I don't really know. It's either hit or miss. Like the first one, I don't remember the name of, but I liked it a lot. I really liked getting to know those characters and getting to know what's going on. This one, there's like this cult thing. So we follow Aman, I think her name is. And her brother is in a lot of trouble with this really dangerous vampire named Challen, something like that. And Challen wants her to find his beloved. And in order to do so, she has to team up with one of his prisoners, Duran, who has been tortured by Challen for decades. And he has to lead her to the beloved. And if she brings that back, she can get her brother back. And along the way, it's just, oh, look, I'm in love with you. Oh, look, I'm attracted to you. But it's also like, shit happens, and I'm just so not here for it. I'm not liking it, really. It's getting like 2 stars. I feel bad, because like, I don't think it's an awful book, it's just not one for me. Like, there's this whole cult thing in it that I just don't care about. I'm just waiting for it to be over. So there's that. Lastly, I'm also listening to another audiobook. So Scribd took all my audiobooks away, which hurts because I wanted to listen to another thriller, but it's fine. I went on Libby and I got a sequel to one I listened to a while back. That's Waking Gods by Sylvain Neuvel, which is a science fiction book. It's a sequel to Sleeping Giants, which I actually really enjoyed. I think I gave it 4 stars. And it's just about aliens and finding a alien robot, stuff like that. This one takes things to a whole nother level about alien, invading and destroying things, and it's just crazy. And it's fine. Like, I love the narration. I love the audiobook. Like, it's a full cast audiobook, and I really like that. But, I can't tell you why I'm not loving this, because it'd be spoiling. But, people that I liked in the first book don't necessarily get a whole lot of time in this book. So it's fine. Like, everything is fine. I can't really tell you. Like, I'm sucking at this so much right now. But I'm reading 3 books and I'm not loving either. Like, I'm not loving any of them. I feel like they're all gonna get 2 to 3 stars. Waking Gods might get 4 stars. Might. Just depending on how the ending was. Like, the ending of the first book is, I think, what drove me to giving that a higher, like, I think it was getting like a 3.5 or like close to a 4 star. And then that ending just was like, holy shit, what? And then, like, yeah. But now that ending makes a whole, like, it's a whole big deal in this book. And I'm just kind of like over it. Really just kind of over it. But let's see what happens at the end of this one, because I'm going to read Only Human, Almost Human, something like that. Which is the 3rd book. Like, I'm going to read it. Only Human. Yeah, I'm going to read it because I want to know what happens at the end. But, yeah. Yeah, that's about it. Science fiction books aren't really my cup of tea. I've said this before, I don't really like sciencey things. And the science is a whole lot in this, and I'm just like, over my head. But okay. So yeah, that's it for all the books that I'm reading, or currently reading and have read, I think. God, I hope so. Yeah, as you can tell, there's still a whole lot I haven't read for this month. So next month I'm getting a punishment book. And it's fine. So for, like, wrap-ups and things, I'm still gonna make them. So I have my August one, like, all set up. All I have to do is just actually film it. My September one, I don't. And October, obviously, I don't. So we'll see how that goes. I mean, reading-wise, I don't feel like I did anything, like, I think I did a pretty good job. I read, I want to say over 10 books. I want to say I read quite a bit, but I just didn't read everything I set out to read. And I think that's the thing that kind of hurts me, because, like, the books I had for the end of the whole readathon, because for Slayerfest you had to read them in order, so all the books I had, like, towards the end were the ones I really wanted to read this month so badly, so that didn't happen. And then I had other books that also had to get read this month, so it was just like, it's fine. It's fine. I have a feeling I already know what, like, my favorite book of the month is, and I don't know how I feel about that. 4, 6, 8, 10. Oh, okay, that's 11, 12, 13, 14 books this month is not a bad thing. It's not bad at all. Most of the, like, I actually read a lot of audiobooks, or listened to a lot of audiobooks this month as well, so I try to listen to one a week, and that really went through, like, it was actually a really good thing. I was really happy about that. And I realize now that Scribd, only some of their audiobooks are glitched, so if I find a glitched one, then I just leave that one and go to another one. That's just what's gonna happen. But yeah, so that's it for me today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you again with another. Happy reading, and stay safe.